everyone who's presenting or on the committee is here. So the first order of business is discussion and action on the minutes from May 22nd. Were there any changes to the minutes?
We approve the minutes.
Second.
May 22nd.
Okay. So, do we want to have a roll call of the minutes? Okay.
Sarah?
Aye.
Sadie? Aye. Melinda?
Aye.
And then myself, aye.
Okay. Discussion and action on the May and June financial reports. Do we need to pass these individually, or can we do them both together?
You can both those under one item.
Okay, since it's under one item. Okay.
Also, right back in the financials, I had Sage print off the hotel tax collections from the Home Tax Commission.
Oh, awesome. I was going to ask about that.
I think we're sitting fine financially. Here at the end of the year, Sage will probably remove some money from the cash balance to even it out, to close it out for the year.
Okay.
And then we'll start next year with a more realistic budget that kind of reflects where we ended up this year.
Okay. So the OTC collected $15,082
In 2 months, yeah.
in 2 months. Okay. That's good.
What does that compare to?
Yeah, I was going to say I need to get my.
Yeah, it's higher. It's a little higher, but I think we had 2 pretty good months in May and June with tournaments and everything else going on. So we had a little higher than usual room stays. So it's.
I think the
I mean,
events.
overall, the city did very well also in June just with sales tax collection. So that was up. Once again, I can't prove it yet. I don't have enough data.
Yeah.
But I attribute it to all the events we had and the increased ball tournaments that we was able to have. So
Okay.
yeah, I think we're up almost. You remember off the top of your head, it was over 40,000 from May.
And
I
sales
think
tax.
in June, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that sounds about
it
right.
was,
Wow,
a
great.
good chunk.
It was a
So
good month.
Congratulations, City of Alva.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. So,
Can I ask on the retention and the interest, is that both what
That's their
that
portion
both
of
of those
it.
are their portion? Okay.
Yeah, they deduct that before they send the deposit.
Okay, I didn't know if they did both, or that's just,
well, that's not a very huge fee for
No.
what they're doing.
no,
So
it's not.
it's what, $35 about for May and $60 for June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So,
It's 5% is what their fee is. So.
so. All right. Well, okay. So we're going to add some more information to that before we have our next meeting, and we'll keep.
Yeah, let's kind of keep track of it.
Yeah.
Now that I've got City on here, I can quit worrying about a lot of stuff, and I go back and look at where we were last year.
Right.
And take a look at the events we had in those months compared to what we had this year.
Yeah.
See if you can correlate an increase in either hotel tax rates or sales tax rates based off.
The events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we had 4 more softball tournaments in July of last year, or July of this year than we had last year, see what the difference is in that sales tax and hotel rates.
Okay.
between those 2 years. We don't have enough data yet.
Okay. Yeah, I brought my little event list
Yeah.
with me, so. Okay. Well, awesome. We will continue to compile that information so that we can have a good year-to-year comparison. So, other questions on the financial report?
It looks like, so for the month of June, we were ahead of budget and we had this extra budget left over. I'm assuming that that will get put back into the.
Yeah, that was, we did the budget amendment to raise our budget to where we thought we were going to end up. And in May, there's some stuff that was encumbered that finally came off and hit in June, and kind of gives us a better picture of what we're looking at. So,
So we're up to, we have a good clean start.
yeah.
And some of those encumbered items weren't for the full amount either, they were lesser.
Yeah, so that changed it too. So.
Good deal.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Do you have a motion on financial reports?
So one more question, I guess. We don't have anything encumbered then. Everything is,
No, everything is
Okay.
closed, yes.
I move that we approve the financial reports for May and June.
Second.
Terry?
Aye.
Melinda?
Aye.
Sadie?
Aye.
Myself.
Okay. Do you ladies mind if David goes first? He's got to go to class.
That's fine.
So, okay, so we're gonna skip.
We can skip
He's
3 altogether.
teaching at 6:30. So
So we can skip 3 altogether.
anyway, so we're gonna skip 3 because they are not here. They're gonna come in August. I've already talked to them. And then we are gonna go back to item 4, but we're gonna skip to item 5, which is discussion and action on the 2024 NWOSU rodeo. So, anyway, I'm sorry, it's not David,
You're fine.
it's Callie.
You're fine. Unless he really wants to talk, I'll let him. He probably thinks I talk too much, that's fine. Thank you all for having us. Thank you. I'm Callie Griffin. I'm the new head rodeo coach here at Northwestern. What we brought to you is the 2024 Ranger rodeo application for assistance. We're asking for the same as we have the last couple of years, from what I've been told, $15,000. What that does for us is offset the cost of our stock contractor. Realistically, this year with the price of cattle and the increase in contestants, we're looking at that going up, but we're still asking for the same amount of money. The team, again, this year will have 90 to 100 students. They're from all over, and most of their parents will come to the home rodeo, which is great. We have outside schools. We'll have 800 plus contestants. And from talking to other coaches and the secretary the last couple weeks at the high school finals and things, that's actually probably going to increase this year, they're expecting. We could have well north of 900. So our rodeo is a great one for a lot of parents because we're very centrally located. So we get a lot of parents coming to watch. People enjoy ours because we have the NFR matches and the calf scramble and things like that. So for our weekend this year, it's October 31st through November 2nd. We're planning on starting with the kids rodeo like we always do. I really enjoyed that when I was a student here, so I would like to keep that up. We're planning on doing that again before. We'll have 3 performances every evening, and then we will have our match of champions. Hopefully, as long as we can get everybody lined out, we'll have a calf scramble, and we will have the foot race that everybody loves, like we always do. I've been talking with the Edlers about possibly having a jackpot on Sunday. That would be really great. Keep people here for an extra day, sell hotel rooms for an extra night, and keep people buying gas and stuff in the community for just an extra day. And it would be a good fundraiser for the program. So that's something we're hoping to try this year. We're going to hopefully finish that up in the next couple weeks about setting that up. So other than that, if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
You guys have any questions for Coach?
Are you still planning on doing that stuff at the schools downtown?
Yes, ma'am. The kids rodeo on the day, either the day before or the morning before, depending on what it looks like. But yeah, we really enjoy that part, and it's good and gets the kids. They go home and tell mom and dad, bring us to the rodeo. But we really like that. The kids really love doing that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, other questions?
I'll make the motion to approve the rodeo, Northwestern rodeo request not to exceed $15,000.
Second.
Sadie?
Yes.
Terry?
Aye.
Melinda?
Thank you.
Okay,
Good luck.
Thank you. We really appreciate all the work that you guys do, and I know your students work hard for this too.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. From somebody who comes from an outside source, just to say, like, I came from a place where the community would never help. This is such like a breath of fresh air because they're considering not having their rodeo because they can't get enough community support. So this is like month so far. It's like almost refreshing, the support you guys have here. It's amazing. So you guys should be very proud of it. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Rodeo is an important event for our
Yeah.
community. All right, okay, Nescatunga, you guys ready? So we'll go back to item 4, and we're gonna have a presentation from the Nescatunga Arts Council recapping the 2024 Arts Festival and the Sugar Show. And so, well, Erin's gonna speak, so the K sisters are here to support her. So,
Yes. So my name is Erin Davis, and I am the treasurer with the Nescatunga Arts and Humanities Council. And right now, just giving a recap on things, I did not get, usually whenever I come, I have a lot of printouts for you guys. I did not get that done. So if I have your emails, or whoever I can email that to, I can send all the documentation that I'm going over. That way it's, you can see it in the Excel spreadsheet. It's so much easier to absorb than what I'm going to be doing today. So at the Nescatunga Art Show last year, this past in June, we had 48 vendors, but we had 54 booth spaces. So that means we had several people that purchased more than one booth. We had, when that's broken down, we had 24 fine artists, 30 crafters, and 1 author. We had 51 booths inside, and 51 booths outside. And then we had 3 booths outside.
inside.
51 inside, 3 booths outside. I'm so sorry. So 51 were inside the Alva Recreational Complex, 3 were outside. And we had 5 that rented our pop-ups. So those are kind of like poultry cages, things that we create into where vendors can rent those from us for a fee. And we had 5 of those rented out. We actually, we are making more because we know that there's a need there. We had people that were asking, we were out. So we'll be making more of those for people to rent out. And so the total income on those booth spaces was $1,920 from our booth fees that was collected. And hold on just one second. We also we revamped our Popping Around Alva program that we have done in the past. So this year you could shop anywhere in Alva, and you brought your receipt to our booth, and then you were entered in for a ticket, and that was for raffle drawings for chamber bucks. And so from the receipts we received, we know that that was over $1,000 reported in spending at local merchants in Alva from the receipts that were turned in. We also had surveys that were given back to us. And like I said, I'll email this to you so you can all see the Excel spreadsheet as well. So on that survey, we asked if it was a convenient days and hours, and every single one of them put yes. We asked if it was a convenient time in the year, the first weekend in June. We had an overwhelming response of yes. We asked on the registration and payment process, we asked them to rank that, and the responses we received were excellent and good. On the booth space, on the amount of space that they received and how that was, we received excellent and good as well. And we asked if they would attend next year. We have an overwhelming response of yes. We asked on the festival location, if the location of the festival worked. We have an overwhelming response of excellent, good, very spacious. We asked on if they were satisfied with indoor and outdoor possibilities. And that's an overwhelming response of excellent, good. There's also several comments that you can read in the Excel spreadsheet as well. We also asked the vendors if they would be willing to provide a demonstration, a workshop for next year. And there's some responses on there of vendors offering and saying they could do some workshops for us. We asked about the food options. Overwhelming yes, loved the food trucks. We had some that asked for more food truck options, for more food trucks. So really liked having the food trucks. We asked for them if they have any additional comments. We have a comment: the people and entertainment at the Nescatonga Arts Festival make Alva a destination. It's a fun event for all of those in Alva. It's a fun event for all of those to visit to be in Alva. Very well organized. Volunteers were great. Hospitality room, which is something we offered. We got donations, gift cards from Atwoods and Walmart, and then we used those gift cards to provide refreshments in the hospitality room. We had water donated from Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, that one, and then we also had it from the Northwest Tech Center. Water was donated, and then we got the refreshments and things from Atwoods and Walmart. We had a lot of people that said they really enjoyed themselves. Very well organized. Please stay at the rec center. It was a wonderful venue. So we had a really good, overwhelming response. We also asked if they stayed in a hotel. Just from skimming over it, I think the total I can see on this is about 8 on the survey results. It said they stayed in a hotel and 2 on an Airbnb. We asked if they shopped in town. We had several that said yes. We asked where they shopped in town, if they stopped at a convenience store or a restaurant. We have several: 818, Sonic, Walmart, Vanilla Bean, Gambino's, Dollar General, which that's not, well, yeah, we do have that one. Jiffy Trip. We asked if the prize money that we offer was a reason for them to attend. We had several that said yes. We had some that said no. That was a good mixed bag. Some that said it wasn't the main reason, but it was a very nice incentive, and it was a really nice factor. But it wasn't the main reason that they attended. But we did have some that did say yes. We asked on how they heard about the show. That was an overwhelming response of Facebook. We did have a lot that put down they're a repeat vendor or through friends, through email. That was some emails that we have sent out to our past vendors as well. We asked about the distance they've traveled, and we have that information on the vendor sheet as well. For whenever I email those documents, you guys can see as well. You have people from all over, several hours away as well. So yeah.
What about attendance? How many people did you have coming through? Do you have any count on that?
There's really no way for me to tell that. There's 3 doors that people could have come in through. We have one table that was at the main entrance of the Alva Rec complex when you walk in, that we gave people information. There was signage. And we did it as a Friday, Saturday event. We did have some comments asking if we might consider doing it as a Saturday, Sunday event. We know that people are used to having it on the Saturday. It's just trying to get worked out which combination and also what times is going to work best. So Saturday was our bigger day out of the Friday versus Saturday, but we did have a crowd on Friday, and we did have people go through. We had quite a few people on Saturday for sure. And I think that really helped with having it combined with the softball tournament that day.
Was parking okay?
Yeah, parking was great. That was something I was worried about, but it really worked out really well. So,
Can I get a list of the food trucks that you had out there?
I think I already sent them to you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll check
all
with you.
of that was communicated with Mr. Grimsley.
Yeah.
Back and forth, and all of our trucks that we had out there did everything they were supposed to do. They did the permit, they did the $25 fee, and everything with Mr. Grimsley we worked all of that out and everything. So.
You may have. I'll check if I can.
Okay.
Yes, other questions? Anything you guys want to add?
I love the support that we get here. It was just like rodeo coach was saying, Alva supports things like not many other places, and just know it's appreciated.
And with our hospitality room, I remember somebody saying that that's the only craft or art show that they had been to that offered them a hospitality room.
Yeah.
And so they were very appreciative and thought very well of our festival.
Awesome.
Did you guys get to come?
I was out of town that weekend, so.
It was so fun seeing the kids, you know, with the inflatables and the water was everywhere and people enjoying the food truck. It was fun to see.
Well, I saw pictures
Good.
on, on Facebook, and so that people had posted, so
I walked through.
it did, you walked through.
I walked through and I had watermelon pie. It was so good.
Oh, watermelon. I've never had that before.
I hadn't either. It was so
Ooh,
good.
you're gonna have to tell me about that.
I know.
So-
I think I figured out how to make it too.
Can you start serving it?
So we can get it at the 8 and 8?
Not yet.
Oh.
Coming soon.
Yeah, but possibly.
Well, Erin, thank you for that nice recap. Do you guys have any questions? We don't have any action to take on this. We just like to hear about it. And I think it's great for the community to hear about it. Marion's I saw her taking notes. So anyway, the tourism committee received a nice thank you note from the Nescatunga Arts Festival Committee. So I'll pass that down and you guys can read that. It is a really nice thank you note, and it's cute how you all signed it at the bottom. So anyway, thank you ladies for coming. We
I'd like to
appreciate
say something.
your hard work. Go ahead.
I think I noticed on your ad that you ran in the newsgram that you said something about the tourism funds, said something like that. Didn't you guys say something about that?
In all of our posters and like everything,
I
it always
just wanted to
says,
say thank you
it
for
always,
that.
we always say
Yes.
like in quote, yeah.
Yes, I want to just say thank you for that, for, acknowledging that you got.
Oh, we would not
So-
be able
Oh,
to
yeah.
do it without your
So,
help.
anyway,
Yeah.
thank you for acknowledging it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Of course.
So,
Like I was going to say something bad, didn't
no. I just want you to tell me about this watermelon pie. You ladies have anything else for them?
I'm glad they brought it back to us. It's
Yeah,
great.
I really appreciate
to hear
it.
the information.
So, and I think next month, we skipped the chambers, but I think next month they're going to come and talk to us about what they've been doing. So anyway, I think that'll be nice to hear. So anyway, thank you guys for your time. Sorry about the mess up with the 5:30 and 6. So anyway, we appreciate you very much. So, and thanks for providing this event for our community.
Well, thank you.
So,
Steve, just let me know if I need,
Okay.
if
I'll
there's
send
something
that.
else I need to do on that. And
Okay.
I'll make sure to email both those Excel spreadsheets, the registration and then the surveys to you.
Okay, and also that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item is reports from staff. Do you have anything that you would like to share with us?
Trying to remember what we did at city council on Monday. It's been a long month. I don't think there was anything really strange or
No.
controversial on Monday at city council. And the meeting before that, we were just basically closing out the end of the year, trying to get everything settled, get the new budget passed, which it got passed, and so, about the most exciting thing in the world we've got is our new finance director sitting right over there,
Yeah.
and that's been a godsend for me, so I'm mildly ignorant on the finances, so she'll get us squared away, but otherwise, we've got a long list of projects we're currently doing and we're currently have planned. I mean, it's about 2.5 pages of projects, so in the next year. So it's going to be busy. We're starting in on our well field project with the telemetry first to get the new telemetry on all of our wells, which will really be good since our stuff's only 25 years old.
Right.
And then we're going out for bids for our ground storage tank down there, which would be nice because our old one was built in 1942. It was supposed to last 60 years.
We got it figured out.
Yeah, we got our money out of that thing. So,
Yeah, bless them.
yeah, so that's,
So,
yeah, if you look at it wrong, I think it's going to implode. So that project's moving along. And then just trying to,
the pool looks like it's,
yeah, it's coming along. I mean, and I've had a few conversations with Senator Langford's office, who's been putting some pressure on the National Park Service. Tourism came back to us this last week with some questions about, and they wanted pictures of what's going on in the gazebo and the bathhouse, and so we basically told them nothing, because we're waiting on that land and water conservation grant from the National Park Service. So if we can get that sometime soon, then we can start on the bathhouse too, and really get it going. Yeah, the pool itself is coming along nicely, so yeah, it's moving along. So we finally got the master. Today I got the master plan for the park back. I'm not convinced it's exactly what the committee wanted, but Kay's kind of out right now with her mom being real sick. So we'll see what she comes back. They'll probably have a meeting, kind of look at it. And like I said, I don't think it's what they wanted. I don't think the plan included a skate park, but there's one in there. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll see what comes back with it. So that's moving along. That'll be the next big undertaking, I think, as far as recreation things for the city. So otherwise, it's everybody just putting out fires. I mean, what water line's going to break next? We're getting some roads done, which is nice. Have a little decent weather to get some roads done. So
Thank you for all your work.
my pleasure. Now half of it's going to go to her.
If you guys know a curber, let us know so we can get Locust Street done.
Oh, a curber?
Yeah,
We
so
need
there's
to
curb
curb
work.
it first before we can pave it,
Okay.
and can't find a curber.
The one, whoever did the ones in Cleo Springs are really nice.
Yeah, if you got a machine, it's easy. But when you got,
ODOT did theirs
ODOT
on the
pays
highway, so
Yeah.
it was ODOT. So
Well, I
don't-
drive through there when I go to Fairview.
Yeah, my mom lives right off the
And
highway.
it's
It looks
nice.
really nice.
It is nice, so.
Maybe
and we
that would
learned
rent
we
it.
only need to curb the 700 block. We
Yeah,
don't need to hit the
the
800
whole
block.
thing.
So we're going to get the 800 block paved here. Yeah,
Pretty soon.
soon. I'm not gonna put a date on it. Somebody will hold me to it.
Yeah.
Brain's got the camera on.
So,
So
fingers crossed for the 700.
But if you guys have connections, send them our way so we
Yeah.
can get that going.
if we get that curb and guttering done right there on the 700 block, it'll take us a day and a half to put asphalt down on it, and it'll be done. So
I'm so glad you redid those water lines.
yeah,
So,
they need to be moved out of there.
we had the water line coming into our house fail
Yeah.
2.5 years ago. We got like a $500 water bill. That was awesome. But when they came and took it out, where it connected into what was in our yard, you could just bend the pipe.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like, it was an old, I was like, how old is that pipe? And he was like 100 years old. And I was just, I bet you have the same thing at your house too. So,
Terry's gonna have to hear it.
So anyway, yeah, it was cool to see that pipe like that. And I'm thinking that's what's been putting water into my house for 15 years while I lived there. So anyway, remarks and inquiries by committee members, anything that you guys have? I will have an update on the arena at the next meeting.
Oh, yay.
So,
I can tell you on that, Adam got the plans for that today,
uh-huh.
and there were 2 huge rolls about this big each for the plans, and him and Brian are going over it. They've got some. We've got our engineer Myers going to be here Friday. He's going to take a look at it. We have some potential concerns with runoff, just based off these last rains we had this, the last few weeks, and that's a plowed field. We still had a lot of runoff that almost affected the prison.
Yeah.
The chief's question is, what happens when we pack that ground and make it hard and
Yeah.
put, a parking lot there? Where's all that water going to go? Is it going to flood the prison? And so we're trying to take a look at that and make sure we've got that drainage correct, so we don't have that issue. But like I said, the engineers going to look at the plans. We're just looking at it with layman's eyes. And,
Yeah.
so we're going to try to make sure that's not.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure it's right, so we don't
Yeah.
cause more problems than we fix. So at least we can catch it now early in the planning
Yeah,
stage.
for sure.
So-
Before you're like, oh, now every
Yeah.
year the prison's going to flood.
Yeah,
that's
before it's
fine.
too late. So
So.
at least the chief's looking at it, and so we're going to try to take a look at that Friday. Well, he is. I'll be here. In fact, we're leaving for Kansas City in about 2 minutes.
Okay, well, we
So-
don't want to delay your vacation any longer.
Oh, it's not
so,
vacation.
Baseball.
Is there
Baseball.
anything else?
We talked about discussing, like qualifications for when people request.
Yes.
And I just wanted to know.
I've failed you on that. I have not sent out an email to everybody to try to start soliciting your input as far as what you want to see, as far as what you think. And the prime example I used last time, I'm not sure if you're here, Terry, was You know, is there an amount, is there a percentage of that,
Right,
of
yeah,
that event that needs to be
yeah.
funded? Because prime example is Nescatonga was a very high percentage. Something like the car show is like right around 45%.
I think that's what kind of where we put our.
And I think that's kind of where we need
42
to,
was the average.
Yeah.
I need to go back out there everybody, and send out some more feelers and try to get some more input from you. And I can put together a document and bring it back to the
Okay.
committee and say, hey, is this what we want to set as our guidelines for the tourism tax funding? That way we can get it out to all the people that apply so they know well in advance, because it's going to affect.
Can't
like,
exceed 42%.
Yeah, whatever it is, and that's going to affect
whatever
us
we
because
decide.
they're going to do some outside fundraising.
Right.
But we need to let her know, obviously about a year in advance would be helpful. But I've failed you to get that out, so.
You're fine.
I just
No,
was
and we
thinking
need to
about
put
it
on our agenda.
because of Nescatonga, and
Well,
I think that putting where they got their chunk of money needs to be on.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that would be a good
That's a
thing.
nice guideline as
Yes,
well that you need to.
Because I noticed it was on there, and it's
Yeah.
not usually on
No,
the people that get our,
Yeah, I would like to see it
and I love that.
on their advertising.
on their advertising,
Yeah.
you know,
Either that, or, you know, you can thank all the motels, or you can say thank the tourism.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was one that did it, and they put like 3 motels down. And they didn't put us, they didn't put the Western, they didn't put the Ranger.
Yeah.
And that's okay. If they'd asked us, we'd have said leave us off, because we are not that type of motel. We don't, you know,
Yeah.
but
But it's
that-
just, I feel like it's good to recognize the
Yes.
I think
tourism
everyone should be
board.
recognized
yes,
as one
you
of
know,
them.
when you just
Yeah.
put the 3 ones outside of town, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
not even the one that just changed
Oh,
hands
okay.
recently. And I
Oh,
think they're doing
welcome,
pretty
okay,
well over
welcome
there. I think
home,
they,
yeah.
yeah. So,
I do
Just-
agree with that.
So, yeah, I liked that they put, I noticed that on their ads, and I liked it that they put that on there.
And it's simple to add that to a ad
Oh,
to
yeah.
publications.
just say
so-
tourism, you don't have to say all the motels,
Yeah.
but.
And with
if
it
you're
going
gonna
into
say
the
one
new
motel, you need
fiscal
to say them all.
year, we want these guidelines on because we're basically starting over for the
Yeah.
new year
Yeah,
for everybody
for sure.
coming for us to request some funds.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice that we kind of have a clean slate to start the year, so that's.
I know
really-
usually that doesn't happen. so
No,
that's
it
nice.
doesn't happen, and so I appreciate that, so. Okay, well, shall we adjourn at
Yeah.
6:30?
Yes.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
All right.
Is this, oh,